Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be breaking down, and in a lot of these coming videos in the future, I'm going to be doing a lot of these breakdown haircuts because it seems like everybody wants to know more details for a lot of these types of haircuts. So let's start with this one. This has been one that's been, trending, getting a lot of attention here on my channel, and I've been posting quite a bit of this haircut because we're getting into the colder months here on the East Coast, and let's kind of break this down. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the front length. I know a lot of you are very obsessed with how long should it be, how many inches or how many centimeters. I need an exact length. No, you don't. All you need is to be able to pull down your hair like so. Now, if you take your hair and you pull it down and it's literally just falling right here, something like this area, maybe to your eyebrows or so, it may not be long enough for this hairstyle. You always are better off having the hair a little bit longer than having it too short. Now watch what happens when I pull this down. Look how it springs back up. So don't be fooled by if you think your hair falls here and then you bring it up, it's going to spring up to here. You need to make sure you have hair longer, especially if you want a hairstyle that has sort of a flow just like this. Because this flow is all working into the rest of this haircut, like you can see into here. So the entire top, I would say, if we were to pull even a piece from back here, if I were to pull this down, it's going to go to about the bridge of the nose right here, okay? If we take this very front piece, you're going to see that this piece right here is actually going to be shorter than this. Why? Well, because it's layered. And the way layers work is that it follows and contours, or it should at least for a good layering, is it contours the head shape, right? Up and through this area. And I'll break that down when we go over the top and stuff like that. But this is what I call kind of like the perimeter. So all of this hair in through here, all of this will start on a length here and work its way down, and you'll be able to see this here. It works itself down into an angle going shorter all the way into longer like so. And you can see this is not, I mean, look how long this is. This is the sides. But you can see that when we go into this area, it actually works itself into the back here on an angle. And this is very important, especially if you are going to be having some sort of hair flipped out. Now, can you cut this really, really short around the ear and go around the ear and have this down? Yes, but now we're talking in like the mullet type of phase. For those of you who want to make sure you can have your hair longer and be able to slick it back this way, you need all of this length, which actually starts from down into here, okay? So if your hair keeps, sticking out or it's not laying properly, it's probably because it's too short. Again, look how long this is. I mean, if I pull this in the front, look at this is pretty long. So, all right, now we're able to comb this back and tuck it behind our ears. Again, this is an ideal hairstyle for somebody who wants to have that hair worked back and, kind of that free-flowing, messy type of look where all you need to do is just set it and forget it, have this slick back, and then you're good to go. So now let's talk about the back in through here. And I am going to just raise this slightly so we can see the back and the nape area. So what's important about the nape area, okay, is that you need to determine how long you want the hair to be. Do you want this to be all the way down, to maybe your shoulders? Do you want it to be up, up here? I mean, you don't want to go, you want to establish where your actual hairline is, and then you need to see how long do you actually want your hair to be hanging down on the back of your neck. And this goes for anyone, male, female, doesn't matter if you're wearing shorter hair, longer hair. You need to determine how much of this hair do you want hanging down here and how much do you want to be seen throughout the corners, because the longer the hair is, you'll be able to see it more throughout here. If I were to take this down, as you can see, and have a much more tapered look, well, you can see that, you don't see the hair now. So that means that if you like this type of look, you need to go with a more tapered look and everything has to come up. The important part about these types of haircuts is balance. Balance is very, very, very important, especially if you are looking to have a really, really nice type of haircut and you want to have, get your money's worth, and you're going to spend a lot of money to get this type of look and you want it to look its best. So the next thing is, you can see all these hair flips and all that. That's simply because as we get lower into the haircut, all of this is actually layered. Yes, all the way in through down here. That means that the hair is sticking out, straight out from the head this way, right? If I want to lay this flat, I can. I would just simply blow dry it all straight down like this. And instead of trying to flip this up, I'd reverse it by blow drying it more under and down. The only reason you can get this and way you can get this is literally by blow drying it and raking it out with your hands like this. You see when I lift, the hair lifts with me as well. So let's start to work our way up now from the back of the head. And in through here, you could see, like I mentioned before, you've got layers. Now, I'm able to hold this up, but it only stops about right here. And what does that mean? That means that this is where I position the layers to fall and lay properly to work itself into the rest of the haircut. And as you can see here, it's following around the head shape all the way up to the very, very front, which again, I always like to leave the front the longest, but this all basically works into this front area here to where it's all layered, right? It's almost like a mohawk I'm creating. What this does is it actually softens up some of the look of the haircut, right? It gives it a little more flow to it, because if you didn't have any sort of flow, then the haircut would not look like this and through here, like I mentioned, with these layers. All of this hair that's just falling into itself, right? You could see how nice that falls into itself. This would be so heavy if it came all the way down to here in one length that, yes, can you wear your hair like that? Sure. You don't have to get layers, but if you're looking to have some pieces come down, you want to have a little more softness into here, your hair is very heavy, then I would highly suggest getting layers. So with haircuts, traditionally, and I've talked about this all the time with my haircuts, you've got the top, the corners, and the sides. Each one of those needs to be handled in a very specific way. So I like to comb this, and cut this straight up, comb this out, and comb this and cut it this way. Hair grows basically in only really a couple directions. It's going to grow straight out from the head, not necessarily up, but out from the head, and it's going to keep growing this way. So when you get to the sides, it's not growing up this way unless you have like a calic or something that's not as usual in a area over here. The hair may be swirling around, and I've seen that before, but the hair for the most part grows out. The sides will grow down, it'll grow forward, it'll grow back, but the hair grows in a variety of different patterns, and that's why it's important to understand where your hair is growing. So a lot of you, who have challenges with the hair always coming forward, always sticking out, it's because your hair grows forward this way. It needs to be long enough for it to come forward and then back like this. And that's why having some hair length could be really crucial to achieving some of these haircuts, even something like this. You're actually going against the grain and the hair's so long that it will stretch back this way. So the next part about this is the hairstyling itself. Now this is a type of hairstyle where I would probably suggest a few products, starting with my shampoo and conditioner. You can use my volume range, my pure set, the hemp set. It really depends on what you want or what's going on with your hair. But I would say the hemp set or the volume set will work great for this, even pure. They're all great. Clean it, wash it, condition, and then I would probably end up using my 25 spray as a base because that has 25 benefits to it. Press firmly on the nozzle, make sure it spritzes out, maybe 4 or 5 spritzes, comb it through. That's your foundation. Then if you want, you can spray a couple of spritzes of Tidal Wave. It all really just depends on you if you're looking for that texture. But then I would blow dry it. Now this works really, really well on pin straight hair. This mannequin head is pin straight. Yes, this is human hair, but it's pin straight hair, okay? If you have wavy hair, it's still fine. You want to just blow dry it, and you want to just kind of work it back with your hands like this. A lot of this is hand styling. If you have frizzy hair, drier hair, and you want to make it smoother, then I would suggest using my round brush, my Ionic ceramic round brush, which you can see right into here. I sell these at shop.thesalonguy.com as well as all my other products. You want to smooth it, maybe blow dry it all down to get that frizz out, blow dry it back. You want to really get this as smooth and frizz-free as possible. Once it's fully dry, then you go in with the styling product. Now the best styling product for this, and one of my favorite products in my lineup for this style, is my Crafted Matte Pomade. That's what's in this. This has been in this hair for literally probably months upon months, this product. And it's remained the exact same like this. This is a little bit of a heavier product. It gives it that second or third kind of day lived in feel. So it's a little bit heavy, yes. However, what it's doing is it's allowing the hair to have that more heavier type of coating. It's great if you have more frizzier hair, you want to get rid of some of that frizz. You want something you can set it and forget it, and just kind of rework it and kind of mat it down a bit like this. It's great for piecing, it's great for just, it's a really amazing, unique product. So I would not use this on really fine, thinner hair, to be honest with you. This works great for this type of hairstyle. Then you've got my Success Paste, which is one, don't sleep on this grooming paste. This is really an amazing product. I put a lot of work into this, the packaging, all of it. It's really an amazing product. It's a grooming paste, so it comes out like a little bit more creamy, and it's really phenomenal for longer hairstyles like this if you want something not super heavy. Another great product is my Shadow Cream Pomade, which is another great one for something like this, which is under the Crafted line as well. But other than that, put it in, set it and forget it, and then you don't want to mess with it too much. The only thing you can do is maybe, again, tuck it behind the ear like so, and then this will be the style for most of the day. And if a piece or two comes down, then there you go, you're in good shape. But other than that, that's it. And if you are interested in purchasing any of my products, you can use code YouTube20. That's at shop.thesalonguy.com, 20% off, and it's free shipping, honestly, after if you order a certain amount over with the discount code added. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know if you want me to do more of these haircut breakdowns. I enjoy doing these. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.